I'm Julie, and I'm the executive director and founder of Wild Hearts. I'm an equine specialist in mental health and learning. So what I do is I help our horses and our participants work together. I help our participants understand body language of horses and how their body language influences the horse.
It's a non-traditional approach that really gets at, I think, some different issues that wouldn't necessarily come to light in a formal treatment setting.
The best thing about Wild Hearts Horses for Heroes is that it's not a traditional therapy program, it's a horsemanship program. We're here to teach the veterans the basics of grooming and caring for horses, and we focus primarily on groundwork skills. We're not doing riding, but we're teaching them how to communicate with horses using body language that horses understand.
Like when I go to programs, as far as like the vet center, we have groups and stuff like that. It's all about feelings and how people feel about themselves and what they're going through. Over here, it's kind of different. Over here, it's just a good relationship, and I feel very comfortable being here. It's probably one of my better days out of the week that I have is when I come here.
You're communicating on a different level that you don't get to with humans, but it all connects. What you're doing with the horses carries over into your relationships with people.
I really felt like we needed to help our veterans, and it was a way to give back to the people who have sacrificed so much for us.
I see how much working with horses has the ability to heal people, and there's perhaps no one that deserves that more than our U.S. military veterans.
Personally, for me, I have experienced PTSD, and I know how much horses have helped me to heal from that. So while I may not understand exactly what someone has gone through in their life, I do understand some of the symptoms and how horses can really help us to understand our own behavior and to take what we learn in the ring and transfer those skills to our everyday life.
It really helps with PTSD, just having that rapport and realizing that you can have a connection with horses is pretty special. I mean, I never knew that you could really do that. Because
of the problems that I have with post-traumatic stress disorder, I have a very uncomfortable feeling being around people for a long period of time, or just getting comfortable. I have a very difficult time with that. I go into periods of anxieties. So when I'm with the horses, it just calms me down, gives me a calming feeling, and I just forget about everything that I have on my head during that day,
It's really great to just be able to relax and calm down and help with anxiety, because if you're anxious, they feel it and then they become anxious and then they won't be able to do what they need to do.
The culmination of a lot of the work that we do here is watching veterans really connect with a horse completely through body language. And they really don't have to say anything in the ring, but it's a connection that they build with the horse.
It's up to me to be able to get them to move and to back up, to lunge, and so that's the hard part, but that's the great part, that once you have that connection, it's really amazing what you can have a horse do when you never thought you could.
One of the things that I love is getting to meet so many different types of people, seeing them come here and just be able to relax, seeing people put whatever's going on in the day-to-day aside and seeing them connect with that animal and just seeing their body relax, and they smile and they leave here just lifted.
Being outside in the fresh air around these animals is just such a different experience for these folks. You can see it just shifts something in them, and we don't even have to try. Just being around the horses brings about something different in people.
You can't possibly work with horses without learning something about yourself and your own behavior. So my hope is that people will take the skills that they learn here working with horses, and they'll transfer those skills to their everyday life. So whether that's improving their own coping skills or communicating better with their own family and friends. But there's so much that we can learn from horses that we can transfer to our everyday relationships.
I really enjoyed it. I think I did make a good connection with the horses, and it felt good. And it was a great 2 hours, probably the best 2 hours of my week. just get to come here and just, relax and just be one with the horse.
When I come to this, it gets my mind off everything else. I totally blank myself off the problems I have and the thoughts that I might have. It calms me down, and I feel good about myself. And sometimes it's very hard with my situation to feel good about myself. It's 'cause I had some very difficult times. So with horses, when they respond to me, I get a positive effect from that because it just makes me feel good.
PTSD is not something you can cure, but it's something that you can manage. And if you're not living your life to the fullest extent possible, you need to come here and experience this. You can experience joy in your life again.
I would tell veterans that they should come to Wild Hearts because it's a really safe place, it's quiet, and it's an experience unlike any other.
I hope we get other veterans to come to this program because it's a great program, it really is. And I hope it just continues, and I hope more people would know about it.
It's a great experience. I would definitely recommend it to anybody.
There is no cost to participate in this program. This is completely free to veterans. If someone is interested in learning more about the program, they can give us a call or they can take a look at our website. Anything we can do to make you comfortable to come here and participate in our program, we'll do. While PTSD never necessarily goes away, it's something that horses can really help you work through so that you can live your life to the best it can possibly be.